Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 10 Pin City, Lidcombe, Australia. I'm Barry Mavros, your host for the Sydney 10 Ball Masters. I'm joined by none other than the famous Marco Teutscher. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm really good. You know, when I saw your name in the draw, I said, wow, you have the best players in Sydney in the event, but when you came in, it elevates the field. What made you decide to come all the way from New Zealand to compete in the Sydney 10 Ball Masters?
It's a different challenge for me. I never played on the 7-foot tables, and there was nothing else to play, and I'm looking forward to play. So
the challenge.
Yeah, definitely. So it's something different and something nice.
Was this really like the first time you played on 7-foot table tournament?
Yeah, I never played on a 7-foot.
It's very different.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty similar than the other diamonds. It's just smaller, but it reacts pretty similar than the other diamonds.
They're beautiful. These tables, the 7-foot diamond tables we have here, are really, really nice. It's I remember when Stuart first brought them to the Diamond League, and everyone was excited to play Diamond League because it's got the beautiful diamond tables. It adds to the event.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the diamond. I think the diamonds are the best tables in the world, to be honest.
Speaking about diamonds, you just recently won a week ago.
Oh yeah.
The big US Open 10 Ball Championship. You won the event on diamond tables. Yeah. How did that feel?
It's incredible. Of course, I played for so many years, and this is something that I'm dreamed of. You know, I work hard for it. So. Yeah, it's nice.
You know that I was in my fish shop asking for the results. I was cutting fish, I was filleting salmon, and I was asking for results. Anything that you were available on, I was putting on my phone.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like so many people were watching.
I was sending messages to all my friends. Watch Marco. I was so happy for you when you won.
Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah.
I know you had hundreds of messages, and I also sent you one saying, I was so happy for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, what you said.
Who was your toughest match?
I think the final. It's just like a real close match. We just played both pretty good.
Because he got you in the hot seat, right, earlier, and then you got him in the final.
Yeah, he got me in the hot seat, and then I played after him. I played Jeffrey. And
Jeffrey DeLuna. Wow.
So, and I played a pretty good match.
Left-handed Filipino player.
Yeah, he played good. I mean, it's a tough match, 9-7, and. But the good thing is, after the semi-final, I felt real relaxed and it's like a release, and I felt like this is my chance and this is my moment. So I was ready for it, and
well, now you know everyone now is salivating. They're all super excited because now we've got the current US 10 ball champion against the current Australian #1 player, and half the room is split. You know, half the room is backing Just, another half the room is backing you. It's a bit of extra pressure. I'm wishing you the very best of luck. Before you go out there and compete and do the thing that you do, do you want to quickly just thank your sponsors?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank Massey Club. They just do a lot of good things for me. That's an awesome club.
Shout out to the boys at Massey in New Zealand. Great boys.
Definitely. And of course, Molinari. It's like my cues. That's best cues in the world. Together with Predator.
Molinari cues, you got the Revo in the front, Molinari in the back.
Definitely.
And they make really beautiful gloves.
Yeah, that's like the quality. Everything is good. I'm really happy to play with it. So and it's the same with 4 Sports. That's my shop. That I have like a pool shop. We sell everything, pool tables, cues, everything. So yeah, no.
Look, I can see you're in the zone, and I'm going to let you go and focus on your match. Wishing you the very best of luck, Marco. All the best, buddy.
Thanks.
Come on. All right, and his opponent is going to be none other than the Australian reigning #1 player, according to Fargo, and also our current 8-ball Masters champion, our current 9-ball Masters champion, and the only man that's able, possibly, to do the hat trick. None other than Justin Sage. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Good. Thanks, Barry. Good to be here again.
Again, it seems like I'm always interviewing you in these moments.
Yeah, no, I seem to like this venue and these tournaments, so I seem to do well.
Well, I've often said that you're a 7-foot specialist, but to be honest, anything with balls and holes, you're a big threat on the table.
Yeah, I just love playing and putting the time in, so always like to compete and do well.
Now, what would it mean to you, if you can complete the circuit? 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball Masters. What would that mean?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, not easy to do, and none other than coming up against one of the best players at the moment, Red Hot Marco. So it'd be
one of the top players in the world. He's going to be tough to stop, to be honest. He's been crushing his opponents.
Yeah.
Then again, so have you been.
Yeah, no, these 7-footers, and it's all going to come down the break, I think. And if whoever can break best, and a little bit of luck will always go a long way in these matches too. So hopefully.
So what's next? Look, last year you represented Australia in the World Cup of Pool. You've been there now 2 times. You went the first time with James Delahanty. Yep. You got our very first win overseas. Good stuff, James.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know, I remember. It's like, where were you when that happened? I was in my living room having food and just losing my mind when you guys won against those Russians. Send those Russians back to Russia. On your bike, Russians. What's next for you now after this?
Not 100% sure, but I'm sure I'll have a look at the calendar after this and see what's next. But yeah, whatever's on the calendar, I'll just enjoy playing and putting the time in. So yeah, one step at a time. So hopefully this one.
Okay, well, look, I'm wishing you the very best of luck. Before you go and compete, it's going to be Australia's #1 player against the current US 10-ball champion, playing 10-ball on 7-foot tables. Who's going to win, we're not sure, but do you want to quickly just thank your sponsors before you go?
Yeah, absolutely. Q World, Stuart Rogers always does a great job. The conditions, the diamond tables, Predator. Yeah, awesome conditions here, so looking forward to it once again.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. Best of luck, my friend. Best of luck. All right, guys, you heard it. You got Australia's #1 player against the current US Open 10-ball champion on a 7-foot table. Is this a race to 7? Race to 8, semi-final? Who's going to win? We'll see.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome back. Great words there by Barry introducing both players, Marcus Teutscher, Justin.
Sajich.
Do we even need to just say his name? I mean, we know him only too well, don't we? We're here at Tenpin City live. This live and exclusive is a 10-ball semi-finals, and you're watching through B Live, courtesy of myself, Jamie Williams, and Barry the Mule Mavros. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jamie Williams and Barry the Mule Mavros in the commentary booth. It's been a fantastic weekend here at Tenpin City this weekend. Always great to be doing commentary with you, my friend.
Always with you, Barry. Always with you.
Now,
Great interviews. Oh,
thank you. Did you like them?
Oh, mate, I loved them. I was right behind the camera there, just like egging you on. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's always good to listen to you.
That's why we've been picked for our jobs. We're good at what we do. Now, we've got something extra special for you guys out there at home today. Before I go any further, please like and share the stream. It goes a long way to helping us get the word out.
That's right. Now, please do, guys.
Absolutely. Please like and share. There's a lot of people who want to watch this match. You've got dream case scenario. Justin Sajich against Marco Teutscher, current Australian #1 player against, and reigning 8-ball, 9-ball Masters champion against Marco Teutscher, the current US 10-ball champion.
On the same side
of the draw, and the best player from New Zealand.
On the same side of the draw as well.
They met up in the semi. Well, lucky they were. Otherwise, they probably would have met in the final.
One of them gets knocked out now. Let's see who it is. Barry, it's going to be a race to 8 games. We're upping the notch a little bit here at Tenpin City tonight.
Yes.
Race to 8, and the final's going to be a race to, I think, 9, or which will be in the final. But race to 8 right now. Marco's setting them up.
Now we're going to have something extra special for you now. Please like and share. And we're going to have someone a little-known player, 4-time world champion, joining us here in the stream.
Wow.
He'll be coming very shortly to none other than our Q-World team member, Darren Appleton.
Darren Appleton.
Darren Appleton's going to come on board and do commentary with us, but not actually in person, but online. He'll be typing up and answering everyone's questions and actually helping us. It's great to see.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, for someone of his caliber to be with us, I feel honoured, Barry. Absolutely honoured.
The honour is all ours.
Oh, well, there we go. So Darren Appleton going to be on the stream. He's been joining Q World as an ambassador recently, and it's going to be a pleasure to have him with us. But we're just about to break off shortly. We've got Marco Teutscher and Justin Sajich.
In the back table, we've got John Wims, multiple Oceania champion, against Andy Nguyen, PvP champion a few years back. Andy Nguyen had a little hiatus from the game, and he's back with just playing phenomenal pool. Now, so we're off.
We're off and running. We've had the break.
No,
we're not off and running. Guys are still practicing, are they?
No, they're going to start now.
Oh, look at them pulled the
Who do you like in this match, Mr. Jamie?
Mate, I like them both, and you know what? It can go either way. Either way. I think just two players of great calibre. One's just won the US Open, 10-ball. One is multiple national title winner of Australia, and he's going for a 3 out of 3 in the events, Q World events, at least at the moment. Let's see.
I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm actually going to tip Justin for this match, and I'll tell you why. There are the synchronicities of playing on a 7-foot table. It's different than 9-footer, and Marco is predominantly a 9-foot player. And he's never really played on these tables before. He has adjusted. Of course, he is Marco.
Well, Justin coming up for a very fiery, quick start here. Just pumping these balls in. Now we've been looking at the thread. Where's Mama Sajich today? Where's Mama Sajich?
So, welcome, Darren Appleton, to the stream. It's me, Barry, and Jamie.
Hello, Darren. How are you?
It's great to have you on board, my friend. Can't wait for our interview coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Wow, we've got a dream case scenario here, Darren. We've got current US Open 10-ball champion up against the current reigning Australian number 1. It's a touch-and-go match, to be honest, Jamie.
Well, Justin, one of the best player in Australia at the moment, and it's a pleasure to be watching him. And then, obviously, matched against Marco Teutscher. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It's really going to be a game to be remembered and a game to watch. So the boys are lagging off now. It looks like it's going to be quite a close lag. Hang on a second.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this. They both look like they're touching the cushion.
Is this going to be any indication of what we're about to see here?
Oh, he's serious?
They're both touching the rail. We're going to have to get a ref. Off the bat, there's controversy.
Could you even put a credit card in between those balls and the cushion?
Get out of here. Are you serious? They both laid perfect first go.
I can't believe what's happening. They both...
They're going to do a relag, or... Marco's giving it to Justin.
Wow.
Justin was glued to the felt. Is that right, Mr. Langer? A millimetre closer. Okay.
If there was ever... That was the best lag I think I've ever seen in my life.
This is the match we've all been waiting for today. We've all been waiting to see this match. if that lag is an indication of what we're going to be seeing, we're in for a firecracker. Race 8 can be over in a moment.
Barry, the last time I said nice lag, the nearest woman slapped me in the face, and I said, no, it's a nice lag.
Nice lag.
It was terrible. But here we go.
Hello, Mr. Ramo Teaser, and welcome.
Ramo, how are you, brother? Ramo, and absolutely another fantastic player of the Sydney game.
This is what it's all about for me, is the break. Which one of these boys will break better? It's going to be key to winning this particular match. What's a head record with these two, Darren Appleton and us? You know, that's interesting. They've only played each other once, to my knowledge. And you know, it was on a 9-foot table last year at the Big Furpies event in Adelaide. And actually, it was a quarterfinal match, and Justin came out on top. It was 9-ball. So I believe they've only played each other once, and Justin's 1-0 over Marco.
Well, he just won, obviously, as we know.
That was a year ago.
Marco won the US Open 10-ball, and Justin, basically, I mean, he wins everything here in Australia.
Well, look, he's a different class to everybody else in the room.
Doesn't really go around the world that much. He does, but he doesn't.
Justin's 750-plus Fargo rate player, and the rest of us who are competing are 650 to 700. Mm-hmm. So he's a considerable, 1 or 2 grades above the rest of us. So, but yes, I think it's about time Justin goes overseas more and more to give himself more and more exposure. So Bojidar Vetyov says, just saying, big fan from Bulgaria, residing in Vegas. Hope to be lucky enough to have a few good games against you. Probably not going to happen, but hey, one can only hope. That's right. We can only hope. And we are hoping, we're looking for, with Q World events, we're always looking to do bigger and better things.
Jump shot by Marco there, and plays the ball off a couple of cushions and leaves Justin kind of just behind the blue ball here, which is the 2-ball. And Justin is the player playing the shot right now. So somebody just asked, which player is Justin? Well, this is Justin at the table right now. He's the one with Q World on his shirt. An advocate for us, just as Darren is as well. Thank you very much.
Yes, Darren Appleton says, good kid, and he's improved a lot as Marco. Marco used to train in Holland, and now he's followed his heart to New Zealand. He fell in love with a New Zealand girl, and he's moved to New Zealand, and he lives there, and he trains there. And he's a good kid. He's a good boy. Still very, very young. So much experience on young shoulders.
Very sensible young guy, very professional. Just the way he conducts himself in everything that he does, the way he dresses, the way he styles himself, the way he plays his game, the way he trains at his sport. Certainly someone that takes the sport very seriously, and he kind of treats himself as a true professional, doesn't he, really? He's not one of these sort of flash-in-the-pan players that whips in and whips out. He's here for the long term.
Well, Justin taking an absorbent amount of time here. Really taking his time.
Well, it's not an easy shot to get out of this.
Oh, you have to feel that if he gives away a ball in hand in this situation to somebody the caliber of Marco, he'll be staring down the barrel of a 1-0 deficit. You know, with Marco, the 1-0 becomes quickly 2-0. Oh, he's just missed it. See, he is very good at, he's surprisingly very good at kicking. He's not known for it, Justin. And that was not only just a whisker away.
He's a good snooker player. Good snooker player, Justin. Plays in a lot of the snooker events here.
He's a jackal of all trades. He's
I think so.
Championship 2-shot player.
Yep.
Multiple Australian champion winner. He beat Mick Hill last year.
Mick Hill, fantastic English pool player.
At 2-shot. So that's a big achievement in itself.
Yes. No, that's very true. Marco's got the ball in hand after that, and is taking the one into the corner, leaving himself a little angle to get up to this 3-ball from the 2.
I wonder what pace Marco Teutscher will play this particular match in, because sometimes when he's behind, he tends to slow down a lot, and when he gets in front, he plays this. This is the rhythm I like to see, Matt, like a consistent rhythm around the table.
Yes, absolutely. Do keep your questions coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to ask us, or especially Darren Appleton, while he's online on the thread right now. Keep your questions coming in, and he will be able to answer your questions live and exclusive with us tonight.
So Nathan Reese asking, wondering if you prefer the carbon shaft or traditional. Seems a lot of players resorting back to traditional. This question is directed to Mr. Darren Appleton from Nathan Reese. Nathan Reese is one of our Diamond League players here, and he's just asking a question. Darren, what do you think? Do you prefer playing with the carbon shaft or the traditional 3142 or 3143 shaft?
Big day in the cricket. Aha. Who won? Did England come back, Darren, and win that, or did the Aussies take it again? I would love to know, actually.
Cut shot here from Marco with a bit of right-hand spin.
I reckon. Trying to get round.
3 rails
and then between that black and the 8-ball. Doesn't want to clip the 8-ball.
Too straight on this. He's dead straight.
No, he's all right. He's got a little bit of an angle there to work with. He's got a little bit of an angle. Can just play this with a bit of... not even too much side there.
You're going to see a lot of run-outs. These are not easy. I know they appear to be easy because people think, oh, they're small, they're easy tables. But these players are so good they make them look easy.
Yep.
That's actually one of the negative things about our game is that to the average human being who's not a pool player, the game appears easy on TV because you're seeing people that train for 20 years to play the game making it look easy.
I think the game seems easier as well a lot to English people who are used to snooker, who are used to English pool with the rounded cut pockets, and they see these American cut pockets and think that it's just easy, but it's not. The diamonds especially, I mean, I have a Brunswick bar box table, a 7-foot Brunswick at home, and these are a hell of a lot harder, these pockets, to shoot into than the Valleys or the Dynamos or the Brunswick bar boxes. A hell of a lot different. There's balls that rattle in these pockets much more than they do in my American 7-foot at home. So definitely.
They are small pockets here.
Well, yeah, but they're one of the toughest pockets around, I reckon, the diamonds. The
way the diamond table, they're cut, and also the slate is very deep. They're cut small, 4 and 3/8, and the slate is very deep, so you have to be very accurate. Now, Darren Appleton's answered, has answered Nathan Reese's question. He says, it's a personal preference, but more and more players are going to be playing with the carbon fibre, I believe, in the next 2 to 3 years. 75% of players, he believes, will be playing with carbon fibre shafts.
Time to get yourself a Revo, guys.
And Darren Appleton says all Q brands will keep improving the carbon shafts, so we will see. I think both shafts got benefits and disadvantages. Yes, I actually agree with Darren on that. As you know, I own 32 different Qs and I have about 50 different shafts. I also own every single Predator shaft ever made. I collect Qs, Darren. I'm a bit of a Q collector. I also own multiple mesh Qs.
How many Qs do you own, Barry?
32.
Really?
32.
Wow.
It's a beautiful collection. And with the carbon composite fibre shafts, you get a lot of stun power. And that means you can stop the ball from almost anyone on the table with minimal effort. And you can really find that tangent line very easily. Plus, of course, there's low deflection. But I still like my wooden shafts, especially playing on these particular tables. It just gives that touch that I'm really used to.
What's your favourite wooden shaft? Would it be the 3143?
I think the best wooden shaft ever made is the 3142. I think that's the best one ever made.
No, I've got one of them and I don't particularly like it. I prefer the 314 original.
Yeah, that's great too.
Oh.
But you can't find them. That's a 20-year-old shaft.
Yeah, I love them.
Shafts have got an expiry date too. While we're talking here, we've got some more questions here. Darren Appleton says, I tried to get in China Open, but couldn't get a spot due to no ranking and no to Japan Open. It's no longer a world ranking event and not enough prize money, sadly. Great event, Japan. Don't worry, Darren Appleton. One day soon, hopefully we'll have a great event for you to come and join here in Australia. Man, we'd love to have a Darren Appleton here in Australia, wouldn't we?
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
You've got a lot of big fans down here, mate.
Mate, we'll have a spot open for you at Q World events always.
Yeah, well, even before you were signed up with Q World and joined our team, you were one of many players here. I, for one, had you as one of my favourite players. I loved watching you play. The only time I didn't like you, Darren, was when you and Carl Boys beat Chris Calabrese and Robbie Fulvari in the World Cup of Pool. That's the only time I wasn't rooting for you, mate.
So, back to the shape here. We've got Justin shooting down at the 2 here. It's a long shot. He's called the corner pocket. He's going to... Wow. He was going for the 8 ball, was he?
Safety shot here.
Lovely shot.
Yes, Michael Skerry, my co-commentator, is none other than Jamie Williams. He's a fantastic commentator. Me and Jamie started commentating about 9 or 10 years ago. We started doing it together, didn't we?
Back in the old days when we were...
We didn't have internet back then. I mean, we did have internet, but we didn't have live streaming back then. We did everything pre-recorded.
Mate, this was old times. We were talking to each other through 2 yogurt cartons and 2 yogurt pots and a piece of string. Whereas Barry was on one side of the room and I was on the other.
We're not that old, Wally.
I was unlucky there. Jump shot by Marco Teutscher. White gone airball, left the table. Always difficult to do a long jump shot when the ball's near a cushion and it's still got a bit of bounce in it. Always a chance to leave the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great opportunity for us to tell you about something that's coming up. We're going to do right after the final's over, we're going to do the raffle. It's extremely exciting. There's $3,000 worth of prizes in the raffle. Jamie, what are the prizes that we've got going?
We've got an Icon 3-3 worth $2,000, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a BK3.
We'll try and get a picture of that Icon for you in just a moment on the screen.
$800 worth of BK3. We've got an Urban Case 2x4 for $200.
Have a look at that beautiful Q in the corner there.
$3,000 worth of
It's a wrapless Predator Q. It comes with your choice of the 3143 shaft or a Z3 shaft. And it can be shipped anywhere around the globe.
Anywhere you want.
My cousin lives in Alaska, and I'd love it if she won a ticket.
Absolutely. And if she doesn't buy a ticket, Alaska. PayPal, you can go to sales@qworld.com.au and you can buy yourself a ticket. 1 ticket's $10.
There's still time, guys.
3 tickets, $20. 10 tickets is $50, and 25 tickets is $100. Well worth the spend. The last guy that bought 25 tickets here
was the guy here.
Simon Felice. He's the guy that won the prize and won the queue. Yep. So, Muzz. That's all I've got to say. Little shout out to Muzz in the background.
Like I said earlier, Justin plays on these 7-foot tables week in, week out. This is also the venue that we play our Diamond League in. and Justin's team has won the Diamond League 3 or 4 seasons in a row now.
Oh, he does very well, very well. Dominates really in this arena, doesn't he?
He's very used to these tables. That could be the only factor. Just before when Marco jumped off the table with the jump shot, he's normally very affluent. This is what Darren Appleton was saying. He's very good normally with the jump cue, but because it is a shorter table, that could have also got him and he knocked the white ball off the table. And as you know, giving Justin the ball in hand in these situations, it's tic-tac-toe for him.
Very tough to come back from giving him a ball in hand, big time. But
Nathan Reese, we're drawing the tickets after the final is over. So as soon as the final is over, we're going to do a quick presentation and then get down to the nitty-gritty of the draw.
And they're going to be drawn tonight, are they?
Yes.
Stuart, just asking Stuart here. He's hoping so. Barry getting his money out there.
I'm buying. I just bought some tickets right now. I just realised.
I just saw you.
Maybe I could win queue number 33. I already own a BK3 and a BK Rush. Love both break queues.
Oh, mate, with 32 queues, I guess it was in a queue that you don't have. So here we go. Justin potting the 10 ball there.
One apiece.
Taking it to 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, just letting you all know that we have Mr. Darren Appleton on the stream, watching with us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask him. It's a great opportunity. You know, you've got a 4-time world champion, one of the best players in the world, former number 1 in the world as well, on board on the Q World team, ready to answer any questions. It's a great opportunity. Darren, actually, I've got a quick question for you, mate. What tip do you prefer to play with on your Q and why? I have heard you in the past mention you prefer super soft black Kamuis, but are you still with them? On the other semi-final, we have Johnny Wims, former Irish champion and Oceania champion, against Andy Nguyen. Andy Nguyen was a PvP champion here about 4 or 5 years ago, but he had retired from the game and he's back. We'll try and get you guys updates. We'll try and get you guys updates on the table. So one apiece. Now, this is a short race to 8 on a 7-foot table. Yes, Dave Evans, this is a great venue. I actually did a video about this venue last week, so you can find it a few videos back. It's great. It's actually predominantly a bowling centre. They have a very large bowling alley. They've got a great bar. They've got electronic darts. They've got arcade machines for the children as well. And did I mention the bar? Great bar. They've got great food.
They've got 2 bars.
Wood oven pizza.
They've got a children's area with, sort of an arcade area with lots of games
the jewel
for
of everything
children.
that they own in here, the jewel are these beautiful 7-foot diamond tables. That's
7 foot.
why I come here.
Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 diamond tables here. Fantastic. I mean, there's nowhere you can go in Sydney that will have 8 bar boxes, diamonds in one spot. Actually, there's nowhere else that's even got 3.
No, there is a place that has 3.
Oh, really? Well, it's here. But, no, fantastic. And they're all kept absolutely brilliant. The balls are cleaned every week.
Look at this. Look at this touch of a surgeon. He's fanned the 1 ball, that's in, and he's put the white ball behind the 2. Now, I'll tell you what, if I'm Marco, I'm not enjoying the situation. Because he's playing Australian number 1 player. He's just come off a win off the US Open 10 ball, like the world US Open 10 ball. It's a huge event.
He's playing catch-up right now.
He beat some monsters over there, and now he's playing the Australian number 1 player in his home territory, in his backyard, where Justin has the advantage on a 7-foot table where things are diminished.
Bit of a right-hand side he's playing with here. Just hit the 3 ball, so he's failed there. Ball in hand.
Bad kick there from
to Justin.
Failed kick attempt there from Marco.
1 to the 2, not too tricky. 2 to the 3, a little bit more tricky. He's going to have to play a plant maybe onto that 3. 3 onto the orange ball. Not easy.
This is a great opportunity for us to just quickly mention our sponsors. Thank you very much, 10 Pin City, for being our host venue sponsor.
They're brilliant,
We
aren't they?
really appreciate all the support you give us. The owners of 10 Pin City are Annette and Dean, great couple, and they're big pool. Like, they don't play pool because they're bowling players. They play bowling. but they do support us in every possible way possible. We do appreciate it.
Well, they're always working, aren't they? They run a great venue here.
It's a clean venue. It's family orientated because
it is.
Back in the day when I first started playing pool, we were playing tournaments in pubs and bars with slot machines.
Smoky pubs back then, wasn't it, Barry?
It was a different atmosphere altogether. Now it's much more professional, and that's a lot to do with not just Tenpin City, but also our other sponsors, Predator Cues,
yes,
for donating the cues for us to raffle.
They are.
Kamui for giving us the Kamui packs that we hand out to the pool players.
And what about the great people at Be Live, Barry, that are they're broadcasting this right now to all the people around, around the world in the pool community that are watching this. We've got Todd at Be Live. He's just a fantastic guy, and he's
a great guy.
Yep.
He's helped us take our presentation to the next level by using 4 multiple camera angles, and he's a great producer. So Justin now playing another safety.
Oh, look at that.
He's already got Marco on one foul. That's not, to be honest, he would have preferred the white ball to be wedged between the 6 and the rail.
Yeah, a little bit more plumb on the cushion there, in between the cushion and the 6, but doesn't matter. He's still got him in a snooker. Marco could probably play off 2 cushions here. Hit the 2 and just cruise out towards the pocket. Towards the pocket.
He's hit it from the back end. And
I was thinking he might kick the 2 down table and send the 3 towards the 3 ball and the orange ball, possibly landing in a snooker, but that's not what's happened.
So Darren Appleton and Matt Pickering, we have John Wims against Andy Newen in the other semi-final, and we'll try and get a score update for you as well to see. As you all know, John Wims is a great player. He's another person that retired from the game for a good 10 years.
Just shows a lot of players retire for a while, go away for a while, have a hiatus. When family comes in, when they have children,
yes.
Did that stop you for a while, Barry?
Yes, it did. I stopped playing for a few years as well.
I know you've got a daughter
yourself. The most miserable
yourself.
years of my life when I wasn't playing pool.
I had a child.
To be more accurate, I actually decided to stop playing pool. And those 15 minutes were the worst minutes in my life. Felt like someone shot my dog.
So here we are, Justin back at the table, controlling things as it is at the moment. It's 1 frame to 1 frame each.
Does that 6-ball pot cleanly? That's the question.
He must do.
Don't you need a referee for a shot like this? No, it
he's
must
good.
Pot clean. Just went straight down on it. Yeah. See, it didn't pot clean because he had to massage the pot. I call that massage the pot.
Well, he massaged the black right there. Just give a little screw onto the black sort of thing. Just kissed against it, which was lovely, and the black hardly moved. It was a great shot.
How beautiful are these diamond tables with is that rosewood? Rosewood. That's so pretty. Looks so good. And of course, CPVA cloth.
Absolutely. And if no other woman would, rosewood. So. Nice little. I like the way he dinked that there. A little bit of sort of drag he put on that white ball.
You cracked me up. I'm going to mark that down for Justin. Going to take a 2-1 lead over Mr. Marco Teutscher.
There we go. 2-1. Marco shaking his head, not too happy about that right there.
Yes. Bojida Vetyov. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. We are playing with Cyclops balls. The Zeus, I believe.
Darren, while you're on the stream, may I ask you a question myself? And what do you think personally about Cyclops balls versus Aramith TV Pro Cup? Look, it's a question that I've always wanted to ask people, especially people that have played top-end pool, and I'm asking you, Darren, what do you think? Personally, at home, I play with TV Pro Cup Aramith. Here, it's Cyclops, and many people have said different things about both brands. What do you think? So the one ball, I looked like the one ball was just going to drop there off this break. Didn't. But I think
that's typical of this particular match. Marco has been breaking like an absolute demon all weekend. He's been popping the white and making that one sit in the corner pocket. You're looking for Darren's response. And this time now he's dry, but he's a good dry because there's no shot for Justin.
Well, there is a shot. I think he can just play off this cushion onto the the one ball. The thing is, I think the natural reaction of the white ball is going to want to come back over here. So if
Can it avoid the 6, you reckon?
Well, no, I reckon he could just play this very, very gently off one cushion and just dink that one in and have the 2 ball down the table. I think it's possible, but look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that shot's on. No, he's not going for it, though.
He's called a push. He's probably going to pot the 1 now.
Okay, that's a clever shot.
But not really. He's just snookered Marco behind the 2. Marco's going to put him back in here. He's not even getting near the table. He's just put himself into trouble. He's got the shorty out. He's going to go airborne. That's actually his favourite jump cue. It was a gift from Q World. And he loves playing with that jump cue from Stuart. Stuart is his sponsor.
What jump cue is it, Stuart?
Oh, it wasn't from you. Oh, my apologies, guys. I'm rattling off things that aren't real.
I know,
but I know he loves that because he came to my house one night and I got 3 jump cues at home, right? So he tried them all and he still likes his own. Oh, he won it in Las Vegas. Darren Appleton says, Cyclop, I didn't like at first, but they have improved them so much. So I like them, but Aramith, my personal choice, but Cyclop are good, much improved, especially the cue ball.
Thanks, I appreciate that answer there, Darren.
Originally the cue balls came out with that one red spot. I just felt, I know it sounds crazy, but it just felt like they would rock a little bit when they were coming to standstill. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look,
but now they've got the new balls out, they've got multiple spots on them, they're a lot better.
At first, I have to say this, and it's not putting down anyone. Q World are absolutely brilliant people, and I'm part of them myself, and they use Cyclop balls. But at first, I thought they felt a bit plasticky, felt a bit sort of, and also a bit translucent, like you could sort of see through them a little bit, especially the white ball.
Translucent.
Wonderful word. Like it wasn't such a solid colour.
Like a squid.
No, it was like it was like they were opaque a little bit. The white ball. But and also felt plasticky, and there was a slight delay sometimes.
But they're not plastic. They're polyresin material, just like
there was a slight delay when you hit the ball, like almost like a kick, and I didn't understand that. I wasn't used to it, but which I feel that he didn't get with Aramith. But different things are different things, different strokes for different folks, horses for courses, and all that stuff. But a different product's a different product.
Speaking about different products, Marco is going to be bridging over the 5 ball long range here. I expect him to make it, but it just seems like he's not hit that gig yet that we know Marco's got.
Yes.
Then again, he's a bit of a grinder. Like, he doesn't mind playing B game. He can win.
Nice shot.
He can win events playing B game, playing with his B game. Now, Darren Appleton says, I remember John Wims from the long time ago when he lived over there in England. Yes, that's the same John Wims. And he's a hell of a great guy. I tell you what, you haven't lived here, you haven't been out one night with Johnny Wims and had some drinks. Because, he's
really?
Irish.
Yeah.
He loves to drink.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew he was Irish, but I mean, okay, I'll pencil that one into the calendar. Night out with Johnny Wims. I tell you what, Darren, he's looking young as well. I mean, he must be in his 40s, mustn't he?
He's a few years older than me, so he's about 47.
Yeah, right. So he's
46, 47.
sort of kicking the backside of 50. He looks young, freshly shaven. He's not fat. Oh, look at him.
That sounds like you got a bit of a man crush on him, mate.
No, I'm just saying. You know what? I like when somebody takes care of themselves.
Just like how Marco Teutscher is taking care of this rack at the moment.
Absolutely, and he's another man who takes care of himself as well. Very professional.
From what I've heard, Darren Appleton, Johnny Wims not the only guy that likes to have a few beers. Am I right? I've heard you love a few beers as well. You and Jamie Williams, Darren Appleton and you, I could just imagine you having a few beers at the pub. Both of you are British, so
Beers? No, not me. So Marco looks like he's going to wrap these last 3 balls up nice and carefully. That's
so
a lovely,
tight.
very gentle
He's
little
so tight
shot.
with his cue ball, isn't he? He's almost to the point of being stingy with the energy he's wasting on the cue ball.
No, it's good though. I like it. I like it.
You like
I like it when somebody can
tight
just
like that.
Well, so when somebody can just touch
Neat.
the white ball as gentle as it possibly needs to. Some people can't do that.
Dan Appleton says if you rub the balls together, they stick together more than aramith. I wonder why that is. 2 apiece.
Hang on, he put a laughter on that after that. Well, I don't get that. What that means, Darren. If you rub the balls, okay, maybe he's having a little joke there. I think that he's either telling the truth or it went over my head.
Zach Atherton says, any Englishman loves a few beers, Barry. I couldn't play without a beer in my hand in the UK.
Well, hang on. You couldn't, he must be one-handed then. If he couldn't play without a beer in his hand, that would be very difficult.
Darren Appleton, I'm with you, mate. I never drink when I'm playing as well.
Yeah.
So that's the break I was talking about. And
Oh, he's got
5
the
triples in.
Yep.
Oh, but the 2 is really close to the 6. And
I can see a little bit of a safe here.
birthday boy has also joined us. Mr. Milad Sharipur. Happy birthday, my friend. Good to see you watching. Michael Wright, my favourite American pool player who lives in Australia.
Michael Wright. Hello. Absolutely
Top guy.
brilliant to hear you.
To see you online with us.
Absolutely. Brilliant stuff. I've been trying to get in contact with you for some time, Michael. Speak up, brother. Give me a ring. So he played the safe. I thought he was going to play the safe there, Barry.
Of course, because there's really no value in making the shot and what's going to do. You know, this guy, I just want to talk about the quality and caliber of Marco Teutscher. I don't know if the entire room really appreciates how awesome he really is on the pool table. He has got almost an 800 Fargo rate, which means he's in top 30 something in the world, top 40 in the world. He is a world-class player. You don't want to give him... Justin's trying to win this match. He doesn't want to give him any wind. No wind in his sails. He doesn't want this tiger loose. So he's going to keep tying him up every chance he gets. And he's actually a really good kicking the balls.
Hang on a sec. What's going on here? I think he might have left him on, possibly.
And is there angle now to be able to dislodge the 2 or the 6? I think he has the angle.
I'm not sure he can even see as much of this 2.
Zach Atherton is asking Darren Appleton. He's asking, Darren, am I right in saying that you played for Yorkshire a long time ago, county? Interesting question from Zach Atherton. Darren says, yes, Zach, long time ago, mid-90s, early 2000. So
Matt Pickering, I love it, bald eagle.
Who's the bald eagle?
That's what Matty Pickering was saying. I don't know.
Has Justin just hooked himself?
I don't know. He hasn't. He can see this 2 ball. He can, but I'm not sure. Can he possibly play off the side of it?
Now, if you just joined us, welcome
Get
to
the 6.
10-Pin City, Lidcombe, Australia. This is the semi-final of the Sydney 10-Ball Masters. It's an inaugural event, the first of its kind. It also completes the chain of the Sydney 8-Ball Masters, Sydney 9-Ball Masters, Sydney 10-Ball Masters. The man at the table, the Australian boy at the table, has won the 8-Ball and the 9-Ball, but a man in the form of Marco Teutscher from Holland, originally from Holland, who now resides in New Zealand, decided to get on a plane, come down here and try to ruin his dreams of winning all 3.
And why wouldn't he? Somebody needs to come along and try to. Holland. From Holland. I don't know if he's from Amsterdam, but Amsterdam he plays very well.
Oh, yes, he does. He's a bit of a pickle at the moment, though.
Well, he's got the 2 ball to shoot at, and he's going
to go airborne here, isn't he? Surely he's only got to jump over the edge of the 4. He's going to kick.
No, he's going to kick one rail off the top.
Oh, almost made it.
I was about to say, I can see him put this in the
But
middle
he's got
pocket,
second prize. He's snookered his opponent. I think Justin's got the edge of the 2. I'm not sure. Can we see a different camera angle there? He's got the bottom edge of the 2, I believe.
Can Justin possibly just nick the side of this 2 and try and leave him safe off the 3, maybe behind the black, or?
Not sure.
I mean, he's not much. If he can see a part of the 2, he's not much of it.
On the other semi-final, we have the score is now officially 3 frames to 1 in favour of Johnny Wims.
No,
against Andy Nguyen.
Not gone quite as far as what he hoped.
So, do you ever watch tennis?
Sometimes, yes.
This situation is what I say. It was a juice situation before. Now it's advantage. Marco Teutscher.
Advantage.
Can he turn it into a game point?
I would never date a tennis player, Barry.
Really?
No,
why,
never.
Why is that?
Because to them, love means nothing. So, that's why I wouldn't. Anyway, 2-shot up the cushion. Lovely shot with the 2-ball. Beautiful.
Control. Speed control. The accuracy. Marco Teutscher, as you know, is sponsored by Molinari Qs. He plays with a beautiful Molinari Q, and he uses a 12.4 Revo shaft. And he's told me many times, if you want to reach the next level, take the Revo. That's how he speaks, because he's from Holland.
Really?
That's how he speaks.
I've never heard him speak like that.
Yeah, him, Niels Fine, they all speak like that.
They must have heard somebody
Nick Vandenberg
grabbing his throat or something.
That's how they. What about Alex Lally? He speaks like that too. Got to be careful of the point here. Oh, look at that. Quality, quality, quality. Now, Marco Teutscher, as you know, has just currently won the US Open 10-ball championship. That was only a week ago. Defeating some absolute monsters along the way. Beating Shane Van Boning, Skylar Woodward, Torsten Homan, Jeffrey DeLuna, and of course, none other than the biggest monster of all, the cash specialist, Dennis Orcolo. Do you know much about Dennis Orcolo, Jamie?
I don't. Tell me more. Tell me more.
He's a Filipino player.
Did he get very far?
I'm not sure if he has a car. He's a Filipino player, and he's comes from a family of fishermen. We have that in common. Because obviously, you know, I'm third-generation fisherman. And I believe there was a death in his family or something about the fishing thing. Anyway, long story short, he would stay with his grandpa, and he would practice playing pool at his grandpa's place. And he stopped being a fisherman and started becoming a shark. A pool shark, that is.
I like it.
He is a cash game specialist, and he goes around playing people for big cash games all around the world. Just collecting money for his family.
Wow.
It's great. He's a fantastic, small little guy. When you see him, he's only about 4 foot nothing, but he's a absolute beast on the pool table.
Marcus taking it 3-2 ahead there to Justin.
And Justin now is taking a very timely toilet break. It's his usual thing, though. It's his usual thing. If Justin never falls behind, he runs straight to the bathroom. And it's Marco's break. But Marco and Justin, I don't know if you're aware of this, actually good mates.
Yeah.
Actually good mates, yeah. They're very good mates. But that's off the table. On the table, I guarantee you, neither one of them wants to lose. Guarantee you that.
I love it when you see two players at the highest level that are very good friends, but you know what? That all goes out the window when you're playing each other. All you want to do is defeat the person.
How many times I played Chris Calabrese in a tournament? We're best mates.
Yep.
It just happens all the time. Mm-hmm. It happens all the time.
Yep. I've got friends at a 25 level in the other league, you know, same handicap as me, and as soon as I play them in a game, it's the friendship gets put down, you shake your hands, and it's all business. It's and I just want to show them, ha, got ya. You know,
looks like both tables are taking a timeout. Do we have any commercials to run at the moment, Todd? We're just going to go to... We don't have any commercials. Oh, they're back. We're back. My apologies, guys. That was a quick break.
Darren Appleton talking about the Chinese 8-ball tables. You know what? I love them, Barry. Yeah, they're like a combination of a snooker table, like an English pool table, and an American game.
Which ones?
Chinese 8-ball.
Oh, Chinese 8-ball. Wow, that's a tough game.
Got the big balls, just like this, 2 1/4 inch balls, you know, and then you've got the tight English cup pockets with the rounded cup pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Very, it's putting the most, well, typical Chinese really, putting everything hard together, the bigger balls and the smaller pockets and the snooker cup pockets all together to make the toughest game of pool you could possibly, you sort of, English pool's hard enough, then the Americans go, yeah, they have to make it easy for them, sort of, because I think American pool sort of, it's a lot less tough than English pool, and then the Chinese come along and go, you know what, let's take your big balls and let's put them in the tough, tight cup pockets, and let's see how you do then.
I think that
the
American 9-foot table pool with the bigger balls, it's a different game altogether. It's hard to compare.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variance in the different types of shots you play playing American, especially in 9-ball. And the break is key. That's what Dan Appleton was just saying here. This match is hinging a lot on the break and winning those safety exchanges. And both these players, they're not stingy about putting each other in safety play and locking each other up.
Yeah.
That just shows you how much they respect one another. That's a good hit from Justin.
That's a nice shot. Just got it. Look, there is a shot on the 1, but the 2's not easy. It's not in any kind of place. There's no sort of way for the white to get around the table to the 2. The 10's in the way. Or the green. Or the blue ball there. So there's no sort of clear route around.
I believe that he can screw off the 10 ball, use the 10 ball as a wall here. Let's see what he can do.
Maybe
he's not going to do that. He's going forward.
Maybe the 1 more pot across the table. Look at that. It has. Wow. Will that 2-pot easily into this middle pocket? Maybe it will. I didn't think it would. I thought the lip of the pocket was in the way, but what a shot. What a shot on the 1 to get himself around for that 2, to leave himself where he is now. Fantastic stuff. What do you reckon? A bit of top here to break these up, or do you reckon the plant's onto the 4, onto the 9?
Combination if he's got it.
Oh, no, okay, the plant's on then.
Absolutely.
That's what he's going for.
Because where the 9 is on the rail and the 4's so close, it's actually quite a lot easier than what it is to control all 3 balls.
Nice. Very nice.
Looks like Marco's going to put a couple of frames daylight between him and Justin.
Controlled stuff by the Teutscher. The Teutscher is a teacher.
He's a teacher. He's also a torturer.
Yes.
Torturing his opponents. Many people have been tortured by Mr. Marco over the years.
Maybe not enough over. No, actually, no. He's got a good angle to get over the other side for this.
Plum sauce, duck and plum sauce. Dan Appleton says American pool is a skilled game, completely different game. He also says Chinese 8-ball is a great mixture of the 3 cue sports. That's actually really true. And Bojida Vetyov is asking, what are your thoughts, guys, on the Russian pyramid pool? That's a big table. That's tough. I actually had a really good friend of mine. He came to Australia many years ago, and for some reason his name eludes me. He was actually world champion at Russian billiards.
Oh, Ross.
Ross, yes. Remember him?
Yeah, of course I remember Ross.
What an animal he was.
He came here and won a state title, or he lost in a final, I think. And
First time he'd ever played 9-ball.
He'd never played American pool in his life. He was a Russian billiards player.
Because he wasn't used to potting balls. He was used to playing caroms. And the balls are slightly bigger as well.
It was a weird table, Russian billiards. So it was like a 10-foot table or a 12-foot table. I think it might have been 10-foot. The triangle of reds in snooker, they were all white in this game. And and the pockets were square cut, but also smaller. Very tough table. And that's what I can remember. I might be wrong.
Darren Appleton is asking, what percentage of tournaments in Sydney are played on a bar table? You know,
I'd say 50-50. What do you reckon?
I think there's more, in Sydney in particular, I think there's more tournaments on 7-footers.
On bar tables?
Yeah, I believe so. We only have state championships on the 9-footers in Sydney.
Yes.
See, Sydney's a unique state, Darren, because unfortunately, you know, Australia's broken up into different states. and different states have got different laws. And in Australia, you cannot have a 9-foot table and have alcohol. It's just no one's able to do this yet in Australia. But
That's
all the other
right.
states, in Victoria,
If you go down to Melbourne,
in Queensland,
Yep.
in Adelaide, not Adelaide, South Australia. So these
drink-
other 3 states,
you can drink in a pool hall.
they've got pool rooms, 9-footers with alcohol, and there's a lot of tournaments. But in Sydney, I'd say 3/4 of our events are on 7-footers, bar boxes. So it's very important to get good at playing on bar boxes in Sydney if you want to make some coin playing pool.
But there is a very good pool hall in the city, Darren, with 30 Brunswick Gold Crown 9-foot, and all the state titles are held on those. But a lot of the other main events are held on these diamond bar boxes.
I've got a quick update for you guys over there on the other semi-final. Andy Newen's run out of steam. He's down 5 frames to 1. Johnny Wims just going to town, just running out left, right, and centre. Langer Solifano, you're watching with Johnny Wims. Just looks like the old Johnny Wims. I'll see if I can get Langer, our liaison gentleman over there, to give us another update. Todd, you turn this on, please.
Langer Solovini is going to give us a few words.
Our floor manager, Langer Solifano, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commentary box, mate. We're just going to get his microphone hooked up.
I always love it when Langer's walking around with the hand mic.
Can I just tell you now, it's not that Andy's not playing bad, and it's not that he's running out of steam. Johnny Wims has just activated another level. After taking
Has
out,
he gone beast mode?
He's gone beast mode. After taking out Chris Calabrese, being 6-3 down and fighting his way back, he's showed no mercy. He's shown no mercy. So, Johnny Wims, just tearing it up over there. Tearing it up.
That is a man who stopped playing pool many years ago when he started his family, and just comes out of nowhere to take our money. I love it.
We've been blessed to obviously have him in the Triple Crown event. So he was here for the 8-ball, he's here for the 9-ball, and once again making a deep run in the 10-ball. So Johnny Wims, out of nowhere, bringing the hurt to people at the moment.
Honestly, why do people give up pool when they have a family? It's just, when you stop potting balls, why stop potting balls,
It's not about that, Jamie. We're all... It's pool, to be really good at pool, at the high levels pool, it requires a lot of work and dedication. Take Justin, for example. Justin works Monday to Friday. He's a full-time chartered accountant.
Of course. I'm only joking.
He chases tournament, and he's also single. He has a missus, but he hasn't got children. He's not married. He's not tied down. And his missus is very, very supportive of him in travelling. And he travels all over Australia and the world playing tournaments. Every weekend he's somewhere playing tournaments. That's what you need to do to become good at this game.
No, of course.
Same thing with Marco Teutscher. He travelled to New Zealand to be with his lady, and they opened up a room over there where they train and they sell equipment. And he travels all over the world competing. And he backs himself against the monsters in the big events.
Yes.
So good luck to both of them. But pool, to be really good at pool, you need to be dedicating a minimum 3 to 4 hours per day minimum, just to be slightly improving. Do you know what I mean?
So Darren was asking what the entry was for the tournament. I think Stuart was going to tell us that, wasn't you, Stuart?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. Yes,
I'm right
Mr.
here,
Stewart.
mate.
How are you, buddy?
I'm right here, my man. How is everyone? Hope they're enjoying the stream. Give you guys a 5-second break. How are you, Darren? Hope you're doing well, pal. The entry fee was actually tiered, all based on Fargo ratings. So our top players were paying $200. So that's obviously Justin and Marco, because they're over the 700 mark. And from there, basically tiered down to
150.
Yeah, 150, which was some guys like Barry, guys like that that were good players. Sean Oglesby.
I donated this tournament.
You donated? Yeah. And, even Andy Newen paid 150, and obviously it went down from there, so that we could invite a wider variety of players.
But the lower levels was like $60, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For the people that just started playing with not the people that started playing, but the more average player was at $60.
The 7-foot table really balances out the field a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's why it appeals to those players, who have got a lower than 500 Fargo rate, who want to have a go and play some of the better players, but they don't want to have to pay $200-300 to enter into an event.
Well, these guys, I like the staggered entry fee. I really agree with it. It's awesome, and it's better than giving away handicaps. You also do some great handicapped events throughout the year. The handicap event is the biggest event that we do on the 7-footers normally. Where everybody plays, but everyone has a handicap. So you have a chance of beating Justin because you get stuff from him, which is really, really important.
Yep, too right. I think it's a great motivation for players that are sort of less qualified to get far in these competitions to have a go, because you're not paying the same amount of money to get into it as some of the top players are.
Just quickly, I want to mention that Marco's choosing to masse, not jump. He wants to masse slightly over this 3-ball, and he's trying to masse and make it.
Well, he is sponsored by Massey.
Yes, he is. Masse.
I like that, Stuart.
Masse is a company, for all of you out there who don't know, it's a company that owns a chain of pool rooms across New Zealand.
That's correct, Darren. 200 AD, mate. So wouldn't be much for you, my man.
Thank you very much, Bojida Vetyov. I'm loving the commentary. Some commentators cannot keep up with the chat and the players' shots yet. It's a lot. Thank you. We're trying our very, very best to try and fill in. We've got Darren as well on board, which is a big bonus, by the way. Stuart Rogers, Darren Appleton, ladies and gentlemen. Ari Janos says, Peter Janos, at Barry Mavros, your table commentary is spot on. We're reading the player's next shot. Thank you so much, Harry. I really appreciate it. Ari Janos, you're a Greek guy as well. We've got people all over the world. We've got people in Greece. We've got people in Florida. We've got people in Holland. Obviously supporting Marco Teutscher because they're Dutch. We've got people all over the world watching. Really international. It's great to see.
Keep your comments coming in, ladies and gentlemen. We love reading them. We love calling you out, and for all the right reasons, I must say, and listening to what you have to say, replying to your messages, and do share our stream with any other pool player that you know. It's always good to hear from you.
Well, I was thinking that with Darren's 35,000 followers, we would pick up obviously quite a few people, joining him and listening to what he's got to say, because he's got a lot of fans out there, a lot of fans.
Please like and share our page, follow our page, because then you can get updates whenever we go live. We go live regularly across Australia with our QL events team. Just like our page, and then when we go up live, you'll know instantly that we're on live.
Are you on holiday, William Peak? Are you in Phuket, mate?
Wow.
Having a good time, I hope.
I'm so glad you pronounced that correctly. Phuket.
Phuket. How else would you say it, Barry?
Russell Peters is a great clip of Russell Peters saying how they decided to name that place.
Really? I love that guy.
Thanks, Joey.
So, Justin has got Marco in a bind right now.
Wow.
Why is Marco's tapping the table there? Is that a frustration tap that I could see? Sure looks like it.
I think he's hoping that the cushion would move for him. He was trying to tap it out of the way.
I used to play a timing shot like this, where you clip off the 2 and it clips it back in the middle pocket. Possibly too big a shot to go for right now.
He's going to do a 2-rail kick. This reminds me of Efren's famous Z kick, where the white ball reverses. Let's see what he does. 1, 2. He tried it. He tried to reverse it, but it didn't get around the 3. Great.
Do you remember that Z
effort
kick
there?
Do you remember the Efren shot? That was a great shot, wasn't it?
Efren is not human, my friend.
Well, because he tried to double a shot, didn't he? And it ended up... He tried to put... what's his name? The American...
Earl Strickland.
He tried to put him in a snooker. Ended up kicking a ball in.
Yes, he did.
That's right. That was a great shot. That's one of the most famous shots ever, wasn't it?
And then he played the Z shot, popped the ball, and ran out and won the tournament.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes. And even Earl got out of the chair, didn't he? And clapped him.
Yeah.
That
Earl Strickland's not 100% upstairs, but I tell you what, first of all, he's one of my favourite shot makers and players to watch, just so you know.
You know what?
I have a lot of respect for Earl Strickland. I didn't mean it that way.
The one thing Earl wouldn't like in that situation would be a fluke. And he knew it was no fluke.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he got out his chair and he clapped his hands. That was fantastic. One of the best moments in pool, I think.
Darren Appleton's had some battles with Earl Strickland over the years. There's a famous match that Darren played where Earl Strickland was claiming that no one could beat him on a 9-foot table if they removed the middle pockets. It's a diamond table, our spot, whatever the diamond tables we play on. They made a table for Darren and Strickland that had no middle pockets.
They did not.
Yes, they did. They did. They played for a large amount of money. Darren Appleton would know the particulars of that. And I believe Darren crushed him.
Really?
Yes.
Darren, can you elaborate on this? Is this true? Fantastic. Just imagine
Earl
that.
Strickland beat Shane Van Boning today 9 frames to 5. Wow. Earl Strickland's still a great shot maker. Say what you want about the man. He's a bloody genius. Great to watch. I agree with Darren. That was a tough shot to play, 2-rail kick there. How did Marco get back in the table?
Well, Marco's in play. Marco Teutscher, 4 games to 3 up.
Justin missed the 3-4 combination.
He's looking in control here.
And Justin, as you know, is predominantly a 2-shot player. He hasn't missed things like that. Wow. Johnny Wims now 6 frames to 1 up on Andy Nguyen.
Incredible. Totally in control. Looks like
Darren Appleton says, yes, he races to 9s. Best out of 11 sets. Laugh out now, no side pockets. How many sets did you win, Darren, against Earl Strickland? So they played races to 9, but best of 11 sets. So you have to win 6 sets. Sorry. Yes.
Best of 11 sets.
And I got lucky, he says, and won 6 sets to 1.
So
you did not get lucky, Darren. You're just a living legend. You did not get lucky.
I got lucky, 1-6-1.
I tell you what, I reckon taking the pockets out wouldn't help Strickland.
Sure, Earl took it well. I love it. Hang on, what's going on here?
He got
cheeky. Well, the white's on the cushion, though. Not in the best place.
He's not liking this.
He's not liking it at all.
He's got a grimace. He's doing that little kiss, fish lips kiss, like that. He's not happy.
Well, still,
scratching his head. He's
I think
fish cheeks. We've got a good shot of his face here.
The 8 will go, though, I think.
The little shot of his face is doing a little puffer fish. Now he's down. He's just opted. You know what? He's opted just to roll it in and take the longer shot. Why not? But he's a little bit off angle.
Well, it's not an easy roll in, as you say. I mean, it's not straight towards a pocket. This has got to be a good shot. Lovely, lovely. So 5 games to 3 in the way of Teutscher.
Marco Teutscher leading 5 frames to 3. And Johnny Wims leading 6 frames to 1. Oh my God, what a shot from Johnny Wims. I don't know if he had a camera angle. He just cut a ball that was 89 degrees down the rail. Great shot. Only a man like Al McCarthy could pull off a shot like that.
Wow.
Johnny Wims has found another gear. You know, Johnny Wims won, he was Irish champion, he's won Australian championships, he's won two Oceania championships as well. And I remember commentating on some of his matches back in the day. He used to be an absolute gun, but it looks like he's back. The old Johnny Wims is back. Who brought him in the Calcutta?
Was there a Calcutta in this event?
Not this time, I just realised now. Not this time. We had him before in the past, but not this time around.
I would have bought him.
Dan Appleton says that Earl Strickland still plays great, but the break kills him a lot and he's frustrated. Yeah, he gets frustrated. It's the magic racks and the automatic wing balls and everything, he just can't stand it. You've got a powerful break, Earl Strickland. What's the point of having a powerful break when you've got little Chinese guys that weigh 20 kilos doing stop shots at like 3 miles an hour and getting the wing ball and running out on you? That's what Strickland was all about. He's like, get rid of the magic rack. Hand rack everything. Let's see you power break. What's the point of, he's always saying, power breaking. Breaking is like a golf swing. Golf, big drive at golf. We've got to have a big drive at golf. And have a big break to play pool. That's how he speaks. He's American. So
yeah.
It's my best Earl Strickland
impersonation.
I'll do another one. Take out the side pockets. No one in the world can beat me without the side pockets.
Oh, I love it.
And Darren made him eat those words. 6 sets to 1. Love it.
Mark Boyd jumping in on the chat. Hello, Mark. Congratulations on your engagement. Getting married soon, I hear. Brilliant.
Score is now 5 frames to 3 in favour of Marco Teutscher. Look at Marco in this chair. We don't have an angle of it. I think we do, maybe. Marco's just sitting there. It looks like he's meditating. And he actually mentioned that after he won the US Open, 10-ball US Open.
He wasn't even looking at the table there. He was just staring into a sweet spot on the wall in his own world. Maybe that's how you want to be. Meditation.
Well, he said that he used meditation to
determination.
Meditation to use it to win the 2 US 10-ball championships. And I believe it's good. This game is all about handling your emotions and getting yourself in that zone state when you're in the zone. At the table, Yeah, there's nothing else going on.
Not letting emotions get in the way.
You and that cloth and those balls, nothing else. Wow, Johnny was just ran out another rack from the 1. He's now leading 7 frames to 1.
Surely he's on the
on
hill.
the hill now. Oops. Johnny Wims 7 frames to 1. Yeah,
what can we say? Firmly in
Andy
control.
Nguyen played great today. He played a really strong round of 16 match against yours truly, beating me double hill. He played a strong match, a really good quarterfinal match against Chris Kovacs, but unfortunately, Johnny Wims is just, he's smelling blood. It's gone to a different level. Darren Appleton says that one of Earl Strickland's weaknesses, he can't rack the balls well and doesn't break good as he did back in the day. Well, he is probably pushing 60, isn't he? Strickland, no, it wouldn't be 70. He'd be close to 60. It's not easy to be breaking the same way you were when you were in your 20s. First of all, your muscle mass goes. You don't have as much body mass. And you're not as limber either, so you can't really flex your body or generate the same speed that you could when you were younger.
I'm interested. Can't rack the balls.
Dan Upton says this is a must-win rack here for Justin. Might have missed the boat last rack, yes. It's an alternate break format, and Justin must get out here. And to be honest, he is a little bit under the pump. This is going to require excellent cueing over the 10 ball. Any unwanted side, he'll miss this ball thin. Oh, he played it really nice. He played it well. He really gets... Justin's a great, he doesn't get enough credit for how good of a cueist he is. He's a great cueist. He gets through that ball really well, and that's from his 2-shot background. Comes from his 2-shot background. Darren Appleton says that Earl Strickland's 58 years old. Wow.
58. No spring chicken. Come on, Juzz. Stuart's saying. The Juzzonaut, as he's known here in Sydney, Darren. The Juzzonaut.
Who can stop the Juzzonaut?
Here we go.
Aimed by Stuart Rogers himself.
Oh, lovely shot. That's a lovely little screw there.
All right, 5 frames to 4 in just a few seconds.
There we go.
Wow. Well done, Jazz. Just to keep the pressure on Marco.
Where's Mama Sajich today?
Yes,
she's off the radar.
Normally
so
online,
normally
sending out her love hearts. And
every single one of Justin's games, his mum is on the feed, cheering him on, always there. And this is the first time I think I've ever commentated on a game that he's played that his mum's not online watching.
Well, maybe she's at a wedding or something at this time. She can't go online and support her son.
Absolutely. She must be up to something tonight. She's got a date or she's...
Ladies and gentlemen, we've almost reached 200 live viewers. Just want to say a big thank you to all of you out there for watching and listening. I hope you're enjoying our live feed. Now, if you are, please like and share. Share with all your friends. I'm sure you have many pool player friends. Me, personally, I have 3,800 pool player friends
You
online.
do not, Barry.
Yes, I do.
I don't even have 38 friends, let alone pool players. How do you do it?
Maybe you should try taking a bath every now and then.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you bath regularly, you'll have more friends. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
No, they heard it from the mule's mouth.
Oh, the mule's mouth. Barry the Mule Mavros.
Darren Appleton says that a regular rack requires good racking, and if you can't rack them well, knowing which balls to leave touching and where to leave gaps, you're not going to get a good break. And he also says that break is all about technique and timing. Couldn't agree with you more, Darren. You don't have to be the biggest guy in the room to have a big break. Look at Jeffrey DeLuna. He's not exactly the largest, most muscular guy out there, but he's got a phenomenally large break. Did not stun up high enough. Now, I'm joined in the commentary box by none other than Mr. Stuart Rogers himself. How are you, Stuart?
G'day, Baz. How are you, my man?
Really, really well. I'm thoroughly enjoying this match. It's a close affair, which is what we wanted.
Yes.
We didn't want it to be a runaway because it could easily be a runaway by either player at this caliber if the break wasn't clicking. But alternate break, it does tend to have... We've seen a lot of close hill matches today. In the other semi-final, though, we've got a runaway match, 7 frames to 1. Justin is up against Andy. Irish champion Johnny Wims is 7 frames to 1 up against Andy. Can Andy do a comeback from 7-1 down? Possible. Hard, but possible.
Andy's gonna have to go over and break Johnny's leg or something, I think, to come back.
Do you see the way Johnny Williams has been playing? He's been playing.
No,
wow.
he's playing very, very well. Langer had to get on there on the main table just to remove the magic rack.
That little guy you just saw on the big screen there?
Yeah, that little fella, that little guy.
Well, the big guy you saw on the little screen, depending on where you were, that's Langer.
Well, we call him the Lord Langer.
Langer, how tall are you, my friend? 6'7"? 6'7". That was a good guess.
Yeah, well done.
Size 15 feet.
Wow.
How many kilograms? 15 centimetre hands. Is that all? Is that all 15 centimetre hands? Looks like 30 centimetre hands to me, mate.
Mate. Let's not go there. Okay, so Marco's had a bit of a miss there. Do you think he was actually going for that shot there, Baz?
Well, he might have played it as a two-way shot. I think he was going for it, yeah.
Do you think...
Justin can easily put the 2 on the 3 here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking he would be doing. Yep. Well, Justin definitely needs this. He needs to get back 5-5 because when you're in an alternate break format, it's not like you can put on a 3-pack.
Exactly.
There's actually something Darren was telling me when I was in Vegas when we were having a chat. And he said, alternate break is a tough format to if you're behind, it's tough to come back. So you got to basically try and break
every chance you get.
You got to try and break their serve like in tennis. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a hard ask. So Justin's got to weigh up. Does he take on the 2-3? Does he take the 2 clean?
I think he has to take the 2-3. Oh, with not a carom. He has to play the combination 2 into the 3. The 2 should sit there over the hole, so he can put a bit of juice on this shot. He's missed the 3 ball though.
Wow, is it going to hit
He's
behind
missed
the 5?
3 ball, and
he's gotten away with it.
He's gotten very fortunate. Now, Marco would be wishing that he made the 3 ball.
Yes. Well, Marco's now going to have to go airborne. Would you say, or is he going to kick at it?
Oh, I don't know. He's been preferring the kick to the jump because I think the dimension of the table being smaller, he's worried about jumping the up off the table. Quick question for Mr. Darren Appleton, sir. Just a quick question. Who are your top 3 players in the world at the moment by your personal preference at the moment? Who are the top players? Would it be Jason Shaw? Would it be Josh Rafila? Would it be one of the Coe brothers? Who do you think are the 3 top players at the moment in the world? It's really great to have Darren on board on the QL team.
Mate, he's great. Puts in effort, and he's really there to help promote the sport, not just for us, but globally. He's always out there. He did the World Pool Series. He's done a lot for the game, and he's a great player, great ambassador. Can't wait to see him over here in Oz, and it'll be great for us all to catch up with him in Vegas. So Marco's massaging this shot by the looks of it. Oh, he's caught the 5, made the 3.
The only good news is, though,
the 4 and the 5
even though he's given away a ball in hand, there's going to be a little bit of work done here from Justin.
So what's Justin going to do? Is he going to go 2 into this corner and come off 1 rail, or 2 rails, or is he going to go the other? Like, which way is he going to go?
First, he's got to find that white ball. It hasn't come out. They may need some help there. Langer, can we get some balls and throw them in the pocket, please? There's a ball stuck.
I guess that's sometimes the only...
That's very, very rare.
Actually, they're actually pretty good, the tables. They're pretty solid. And he's got the cue ball back. Sit down, Langer. You're not made of glass, so I can't see through you, mate.
So, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think out there? So, Darren Appleton reckons that, yes, I agree with you there. At the moment, number 1 in the world will be Josh Rafila. Number 2 would be Shane Van Boning. And number 3 will be Chang. Wow. Chang.
So what's he going to do here? Is he going to play safe, or is he going to have a go at trying to get
out? He might actually
out?
try and 3-foul him here.
Yeah, I think he's going to roll. I think he's going to roll this up into the 7.
Why try and do the extra work?
Yeah, he's going to roll it up into the 7 and the 10.
3-foul your opponent, and then that's not the best safety though. This is very findable for someone like Marco here.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys like out there at home? All the 170 live viewers, who do you reckon right now is your number 1 ranked player in the world, or number 1 favourite player? No, best player in the world. Who do you reckon it is? Put a comment down below, please. I actually love watching Josh Rafila play. I think he plays with so much air and grace, speed, and he's so good under pressure. It's ridiculous for a guy who's only 21 years of age.
Yeah, no, he's good.
But also, I love Koping Chang. Koping Chang.
Andy's
The little brother, Baby Co. I like Baby Co.
Andy's made a bit of a mistake over there against Johnny Wims on his comeback
Andy's
trail.
had a tough day. He's been beating some great players all day. He's had some tough matches, and Johnny Wims is just 2 balls away from securing a spot in the final, securing at least $1,500 prize money, playing for $2,500.
Okay, so Marco's going for the jump shot over here, over the 10.
Oh, look at that. And he's developed.
Oh, dear.
He's developed. He's opened the 4.
Nah. Look, seriously, Justin should be able to make this 3.
He's off the back
Oh, sorry,
rail,
make this
though.
2. Sorry, I apologise. Make this 2. No, he's good enough. Remember, it's a 7-foot table. It's not a snooker table. So
Yeah, it's not a snooker table, but still there is pressure on this pot because obviously when he makes it, he's going to have a shot in the 4, but it's off the rail.
I believe Langer's actually going to go mobile over there and have a few words to Johnny Wims. So
we'll send you over to Langer, who's going to be interviewing Johnny Wims.
Is that live there?
And his win.
Todd?
All right, Barry. Thank you very much, Barry. Johnny? No camera on us, but congratulations on the win. Obviously, a big competition. Andy's come in strong, but you found something. What happened?
Oh, look, I was very lucky against Chris Calabrese. I was 6-3 down and looked like he was going to win the match, and I managed to just keep it together and win the match. So I got a new lease of life, and so now I'm kind of feeling positive and relaxed a bit, and just battling, and balls seem to keep going in.
Beautiful shot there
You
from
turned
Justin.
into a savage animal, but I mean, you destroyed him 7-1. I mean, that's like, I mean, you've been playing well, but
8-1.
that's something that we haven't seen a lot from you, in this round.
What's he say?
Well, I suppose I gave the game up for about 9 years, and I started playing again about a year ago. So I suppose it's just starting to come together now. I've been putting in a lot of practice on the snooker table, and that's paying dividends at the moment.
Well, lastly, Barry's been talking about Darren Appleton on the stream, and he's been talking about you on the stream as well. Fond memories of Darren Appleton?
Oh, yeah. He's a top bloke. I remember playing him in the Philippines a few years ago in the World 10 Bowl, and he destroyed me convincingly. So I really enjoy that. But I've seen him playing a lot of money matches in the Philippines, and we've had some good times together. So.
All right, mate. Best of luck in the finals, mate. Thanks, mate. Have a good rest. Barry, back to you, mate.
That's a really nice interview there with
Well done, Langer.
John Wims. Commiserations to Andy
Nguyen.
Big effort today, Andy. Andy's been out of the game as well. He's played phenomenal today.
Yeah, he beat some good players on his way to there. You being one of them, mate. Absolutely. And but Johnny's obviously had his coffee and made himself a bit more energy. And actually, when John came back from his first event, when we did the 78 Ball Masters, he really struggled with his match fitness. So Justin's landed hard on this.
Really close. He's landed really close to this black ball. And I don't know. It looks like you can just... Marco's coming out and make sure there's not going to be a foul here. Is he touching? They don't need a ref. No, if they needed a ref, Marco would have called one over. It looks like Justin can just tap this ball in and come around 1, 2, 3 rails of the 10.
I was wondering if our mobile camera can zoom in a bit more on that.
1, 2, 3
Yep,
rails.
there it is. Just follow that white ball. Beautiful.
Really nice, yep.
Lands nice on the 10 ball.
We're going to have a heel 5-all match in just a
Wow,
moment.
well done. Great
Big
effort.
out there from Justin. Big
Yep.
out.
Yeah, and Darren was saying that before in the stream. He was saying Justin had to win this game.
He had to. If he wanted a chance to win this match, he had to win that previous game. Otherwise, he was going to go down 6 frames to 3, which is a tough spot to be in.
No, alternate break, very, very hard. I'm gonna hand. Jamie, did you want to come back on, mate? I'll hand back over to a professional. No.
Great to hear from you, Stu. Stuart Rogers there, the man in control of Q World and all events associated with it. Great guy. Done a great load for Paul in Australia, especially Sydney and New South Wales.
Justin going for a bit of extra juice on the break there, and he's scratched with the white ball just through his shoulder. Through his shoulder a little bit more than normal in that break. Completely lost the white ball and was not only not rewarded but also extremely punished. by scratching with the white. So ball in hand scenario here for Marco. There's a question being asked of Marco now. Are you feeling any pressure by having the Australian #1 player breathing down the back of your neck? Are you? Are you able to run out from this situation? We all know he's good enough. We all know he's got the talent, the ability. He's just won the US Open 10 Ball Championships. Question is, will he be able to perform now when he needs it most? He doesn't want to lose this match. He wants to win this match.
He needs to, really. He wants to get ahead here. He doesn't want to go behind. It's 5-5. It's a lovely shot on the 1 there to try and get round the table and land himself in good shape on the 2, which he's done. And, of course, he doesn't want to have this man breathing down the back of his neck. He wants to get in front. He wants to be breathing down the back of his neck. You know?
I think I'm following you there, Jamie. This is when Marco starts to slow down a little bit. You notice he's slowed down his rhythm already. He's taking his time. I've commentated on quite a few of Marco's matches in New Zealand and in Australia. And in these situations, I mean, whoever wins the next 3 frames will win this match. Whoever wins 3 frames on their side will win this match. Now, he's actually landed really awkward here. He's going to be bridging over the 9.
A little bit of overscrew there, I reckon.
And I can tell you what, I'm sitting right down the line. This is not a full pocket. That 7 ball blocks off about 3/4 of an inch of the pocket. There's not much pocket here, so he's going to be bridging over the 9 into less than a full pocket. This has got a lot of pressure on it. This is a very missable shot, even for the current US 10 ball champion, Marco Teutscher.
Would he try to possibly play off the side of this 3 and try and get behind that 7 there, do you think?
As a safe?
As a safe.
Oh, no. He's going to try and cut. No, he's not looking to play safe.
No, he's going for it.
This is missable. This is very missable. Not a full pocket. Bridging over the ball.
It's a great shot.
And he's left it up. He stuck it up. And what's worse...
No, it's on.
See, he just tried to pinch the left side of the pocket there.
You see the difference between the diamond tables and especially my bar box table at home is that would have dropped. That would have dropped on my table at home.
Also 100%. On this table, if we had brand new cloth, it would have dropped, like most tournaments are. But we do cloth our tournament tables regularly, but we didn't for this particular event. So
David Reljic is just tuned in to watch the game now. David, multiple state and national title winner, great player. Don't see him on the scene anymore, which is a big shame. But David Reljic used to be a force to be reckoned with, and any time a couple of years ago, he would have been at this point now in the thing.
Oh, good 10 years ago. David Reljic used to dominate New South Wales, just like Justin's dominating New South Wales now.
Always good to see you tune in, Dave.
Justin's taking some time here as well. It's one, Justin's very good, Jamie, under pressure. When you play a lot of 2-shot, you develop a lot of bottle. And for the Americans out there, bottle is basically, it means
balls,
being able to
courage,
handle yourself very well under pressure. And Justin's won multiple Australian titles at 2-shot, which is it's a game with very small balls and very small pockets. It's a very skillful game.
Like English pool.
Yeah, yellows and reds. And he's also of a snooker background as well, so he's very accurate cueist. But he's also, what I believe is his biggest strength isn't just his cueing. It's also he's got 20 years of experience playing this sport. So he's very good at feeling, embracing the pressure.
Oh, what a shot. Lovely shot.
He's very good at embracing the pressure and handling himself under that pressure. He'll play 2 rails here for the black. Toss with a hair of check. Land underneath the middle pocket. Beautiful. Man, Justin's just won the last 3 games in a row with this frame. And Marco is looking, I wouldn't say weak, because he hasn't made any errors, but it's looking like he's been shut out the last 25 minutes of this game, 20 minutes of this game. Thank you very much, Harry Flambudas, for the kind words. Well done, Jamie and Barry. Another good job commentating. Thank you so much, Harry.
Thank you, Harry. Very nice of you to say that. So Justin looking like he's got the upper hand in this frame totally. Just the 10 ball to be potted. And he's going to be going ahead. 6-5.
Big out there. Big out. Marco lost position on the white ball to get on the 3. Didn't land plumb. He was landed hampered, bridging over the 9, which made the shot double hard. And it wasn't even a full pocket, so it was already hard to begin with. And it just proved to be a little bit too much for Marco there to handle. And Justin stepped in and said, "Thank you very much, mate. I'll take that frame from you."
I will do. Sydney 8 ball you're watching here. It's a race to 8 games between Marco Teutscher and Justin Sajich. 6 frames to 5. Justin. And we're coming at you live with B Live.
I'm going to put a picture up right now in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Have a look at that. See that? That's a beautiful Predator Icon 33Q. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colours. Look at this. Look at the finishing. And it comes with your choice of a Z3 shaft or a 3143 shaft. Now, if you want to win that Q...
Wow, you must be talking about the raffle here, Barry.
That's right. All you have to do, and there's still time, is buy some tickets for the raffle.
You can buy tickets from PayPal, sales@qworld.com.au. That's sales@qworld.com.au. 1 ticket will cost you $10, 3 tickets will cost you $20, 10 tickets will cost you $50, and 25 will cost you $100. And you know what? It's definitely worth buying 25 tickets because the last guy that did ended up winning the queue. And there's $3,000.
There's 3 chances at winning as well. We're not just ruffling off the Icon queue. We've also got a beautiful Predator BK3 brake queue. Great brake queue.
$800 worth of brake queue right there.
And an Urban case, 2x4 Urban case. That's the case that Justin's sporting today.
Which was worth $200 as well in itself. So it's absolutely everything to play for if you buy a ticket. You know.
My name is Barry the Mule Mavros. I'm here with Jamie Williams. We are part of the Q World Events team.
We are.
Another gentleman that is part of our team is Darren Appleton. We are so happy and that you are on board with us on Q World, Darren. It really is an honour to have you here. So if you guys out there at home are watching with the stream with us, this is the opportunity to ask Darren whatever questions you like. Obviously not personal questions, but questions that are pool related, Jamie.
The pool related, absolutely.
Yes. I've had some questions asked of me in the past. Yes, working in the fish market, I've been asked some questions that got nothing to do with seafood, and I've been stumped. So keep it pool related, gentlemen.
Absolutely. Not only do you work with seafood, but you see food every day.
All the time.
Oh, mate. Darren,
I've got a quick question for you, mate. During an event, do you feel? I mean, how do you prepare for a big event? Like the day before, what do you do? Do you meditate? Do you fast? Do you? I don't know. How do you do it? How do you get yourself in that peak performance state before an event? And during the event, how do you stay in that level where you win world championships? Because I've never won a world championship. Have you?
I've never won a state championship.
There's no one in this room that's won a world championship. Well, the one closest to it would be Marco Teutscher, who's won a US 10-ball Open, but that's different.
Very
Darren
different.
Appleton's won 4 world championships. I'm just curious what his preparation is like. Obviously, we know he's talented.
Oh, immensely.
Okay. Now, this is a big frame for Marco. He's just lost the last 3 frames in a row. And Justin's kind of like taken over. He's got the momentum behind him. You know what? Miss Momentum, when she's on your side, you're a lucky man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've got to get you've got to get momentum on your side. You know, but some players like getting into a bit of a momentum, getting into a bit of a sort of a rhythm, you know, and then you get other players who want to break that rhythm.
What's happened here? Marco's snookered himself. He has snookered himself behind the 4. Talk about being behind the 8 ball. In this case, it's behind the 4 ball, but when you do it to yourself, it hurts even more. He's normally so good at using that jump cue.
Has he got himself a bit lucky here?
He's scratched.
No, he hasn't.
Oh,
he has.
Scratched. That is the slowest dropping ball. You know, for Marco, that would have been in extra slow motion. Like, oh, I got away with it,
Oh,
no, disaster.
That stopped on the edge. I went to the toilet, came back, and then I just saw it drop in. It took that long.
Question here from one of the fans, one of the viewers, sorry. Luke Arnold. Who runs the Q World shop here in Sydney? Stuart Rogers owns Q World. when you purchase online, or do you live in Sydney, Luke? If you don't, you can also purchase product online. We'll ship it anywhere in the world for you. But Stuart Rogers is the owner of that company, and he has a lot of cues in stock, and he can send you, if it's Predator, he can send you a cue from anywhere in the world. Quick smart. How come we're seeing different? Comments? Wow, what a let off there for Justin. Marco would be under the pressure now. I don't want to say it too loud because I don't want him looking my way. But he would be feeling it right now. You know, a bit of steam coming out the back of the collar. He's thinking to himself right now, why did I come to Australia for? I just won the US 10-ball championship. And I come to Australia to win this. And this guy's about to dish me. You know what I mean? Think about how many sets in a row he's won before coming here and here. Jamie. Well, he's about to lose this set. Tell you what.
This is a great competition for everyone to enter and win. There's some good prize money. Karen Sajich is up.
No wonder why his luck has changed.
She's here. Karen, we were wondering. We were talking about you earlier. We said, Mama Sajich, where is she? We haven't seen her yet. And here she is.
Jenny, it's Barry. You could have bought a raffle ticket. You were here today. You could have bought tickets. Just pass some cash to the guys, and you could have bought tickets.
Yep.
But if you want to buy from online, you can go to PayPal. If you have a PayPal account, go to PayPal. Type in the email address
sales@qworld.com.au. Sales@qworld.com.au through PayPal. And you can do it that way, Jen.
$10, $20, $50, or $100. Send me a quick screenshot. Or send Stuart a quick screenshot, and we'll put your tickets in right away.
Absolutely.
There's still time.
We're
still selling tickets now and throughout the course of the final.
And tonight, them beautiful cues could be yours. Or is that in off in the middle? No, it's not. Lucky. It wasn't lucky, but for a second I thought he was going to scratch. He's just on the wrong side of that 8 ball, I think.
From 5-3 down. I think Marco should take a little time out here, to be honest.
Oh, no, he's not. Sorry. He's potted it and come over this side as well. It wasn't on the wrong side.
7-5 now with this 10 ball.
Nice shot.
Australia number 1 versus US 10 ball champion. It looks like the Australian's going to be taking it down.
Well, it's not over yet. It's not over. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
I didn't say it's over, but he has lost the last 4 frames in a row, unanswered. And even mistakes like snookering himself in that situation, it just looks like he's being a little bit, what's the word? Not flabbergasted, is that a good word?
I don't know.
Rattled. Langer's saying rattled, flustered. It's a little bit off key. It can happen when you're sitting down for such a long time.
He's sitting down now. He's on his phone. While Justin's racking these balls, he's on his phone. He's typing in something. He's texting. Has he removed himself psychologically from the game? He's on his phone.
He's trying to refocus is what he's doing.
Is that what he's trying to do?
He would never give up. He's a competitor. He's a fierce competitor.
Is there a refocus app on his phone that he's logging into? And
Darren Appleton says, Justin gives every shot 110%. Love that. Really improved since a year ago. Yep. He gives even the simplest shots 110%. And that's how you got to play this game. It's those little easy shots that you take for granted sometimes. You land on the wrong side of that ball. An easy layout that becomes a hard layout that ruins matches for you. For any player out there. We've all done it. We've all been in a situation where we're about to win the frame. And it looks easy. And you take that little bit less time to plan, a little bit less time to focus, a little bit less time to execute. And all of a sudden, you're on the wrong side of the ball. And you're like, how did I get here? Scratching your head, how did I get here? Very good observation there, Darren. Ball in hand here for Marco was the best case scenario he could have wished for while Justin was breaking. Because if he can get this frame and break and run the next frame, it's going to be 7 apiece. He's got to make this ball first, though.
This is it.
Oh,
nice shot. Lovely shot to get on this 3 ball. Beautiful shot.
So well. Okay, huh? Well played today, mate. Well played. Johnny wins. That's right, man. You beat me other times I beat you. What happened with Johnny? He kept running.
Can you Google what time it's going to be in Ireland, the final?
I don't know.
I played
about an hour.
I played bad because I missed
3-4. Just knocking the 10 a little bit in the way of the 5 here. What can he do with his 5 ball when he shoots his 4 in?
Guys, work. Put it on the family. I think I'll get back to this. Good to see you, mate. Catch you next tournament, huh? Well played today, man. Well played. Andy Newen, ladies and gentlemen, just going home now.
Andy Newen has left the building.
Very, very good. He's officially finished in 3rd place. That's not a bad effort. He's taking home a good $800. The 3rd place finish. It's not bad. Buys you quite a few beers, doesn't it, Al? So, what's happened in
Big
the
shot.
meantime?
I'm not sure if that'll go past the 9. No, he's going shooting into the other corner pocket.
This guy.
Hang on, will that pass it? Obviously,
Yes,
the 5 will
that's-
pass the 8.
That's a beautiful, beautiful shot.
I was thinking that 5 wouldn't pass the 8, but it does.
See, this guy, I told you, he's never going to give up. He's never going to give up. And in your mind, whether you're front or behind, you got to keep not just believing. You got to keep believing you can win, but also keep believing that your favourite to win. You know, if we've got the Fargo machine out right now, the Fargo app, and we typed in the score 7-6 and their Fargo rate, and with him breaking, it'd be a 50-50 match.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. He's still in this game.
Here we go.
Just the right medicine he needed to get himself back in was the break and the scratch from Justin. Beautiful shot there from Marco. 7 frames to 6 in favour of Justin. Marco on the comeback trail.
Brilliant. Just to bring things back, you know. You're in
back.
trouble.
Bring it back.
Bring it back to me. Bring it back. Sing it back. Anyway, that's enough
That
of that.
90s moment is brought to you by Predator Q's. Predator Q's. Buy Predator today. Improve your game.
And Barry and
Buy
Jamie.
Predator today.
Predator? I thought it was Predator.
Predator.
Where you can date the girl before you date her. Predator.
Big break here. Need to pop the white up in
look
the
at
air.
that.
Kicked
He's
in off.
kicked it in.
Kicked in off. That's nothing.
He's not going to be happy with that at all.
You cannot
He's having
do
a little
anything
chuckle with
about
himself.
that. That's the pool gods.
Shaking his head.
That's
chucking
the
his
pool
cue back on the
gods.
table.
He made a really good break. He made a ball. He made the 6 ball. Really good break. Parked the white and he got kicked straight in off. That's how it goes sometimes. Ball in hand for Justin. It's all on Justin's shoulders now. This is an ideal dream situation to put himself on the hill. Take a commanding lead at 7 frames to 6. He's on to become 8-6 over Marco and race to 9. Hang on. My apologies. Justin is on the hill. It's 7 frames to 6. It's a race to 8. My apologies. This is for the marbles.
Oh, this is it. Hill.
Mick Hill is in the house. Ball in hand for Justin. Dream scenario. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 8 balls to pot to book his spot into the final. And you know what's crazy about this rack is that once you pot the 2, leads you to the 3, the 4. You pot the 5, frees up the 9. The 7's over the corner bag, close to the 8. It's actually a really easy ball, run out for someone like Justin to run. So this is going to be...
Sometimes them final run-outs in the last frame
Not this
the
guy,
hardest.
mate. Not this guy. I've watched him play here in Sydney for the last 3-4 years. Not this guy. This guy's got ice water in his veins. He's got cojones the size of soccer balls when it comes to playing pool. And he's got 2 decades of experience competing since a little boy. He will take as much time as he needs and make sure that he puts this thing away. Unlucky there for Marco, but lucky for the Justin camp. Justin on the hill here.
Well, it's not over yet.
Gonna avoid that 9 ball.
Oh, I told you.
What happened there?
I don't know. Now, what were you just saying?
I'm saying that he has ice in his veins.
He's got cojones. He's
the size of soccer balls.
He's been competing since he was a kid. 20 years.
Did I just put the commentator's curse on him?
I think you might
no,
have.
I didn't.
Mama Sage,
I don't believe in that. No.
Mama Sage, this is his fault. This is Barry's fault.
He took an absurdly much longer than he should have.
There's no way he would not run out this, you said.
He took a lot longer.
Well, it's not over yet.
Mate, he took a long time on that shot. It wasn't as hard as what it, sometimes you look, what they say, the Americans say, you think long, you think wrong.
You think long, you think long.
That American accent that I practiced earlier, it's come in good stead this match, hasn't it?
Well,
we could have a double hill scenario soon, provided that Marco can get out here. And, wow, I mean, who doesn't want to see Bo TF Power says, the balls are so massive they wouldn't fit in the pocket. His balls were so massive. Laughing by myself here.
Wow, he's human, Nathan Reese says.
Justin's got the break in the final frame, so it looks like we're going to go double hill. Marco's turning around thinking, why is there a cry? It's a child crying.
Why is there a crying baby? I heard that.
Yeah, that's because they're playing the arcade machines in the other side of the room. Dead weight.
Hang on. Oh,
that went into the left side of the pocket. Look how the comments have slowed down. We've got over 216 live viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your support. We're at the back end of this particular match, the dream match, the dream case now. The two top favourites in this event, and he's overrun this ball considerably.
He should be all right.
Overrun this ball considerably, and now again an elementary out has become slightly tricky. Screw to the left side of the table. Sweet screw.
Oh, I love his shot. Beautiful.
Played off the extra rail, so he can really let his stroke out. And with this 10 ball, we're going to have a double hill scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Can Marco put this ball away? He can. He does.
There it is.
Wow, I mean, Justin really missed a big opportunity to take the match out. Double hill.
7-7.
From
That's
heaven.
where we are.
Yes, in a race to 8. So this race to 8 has now become officially a race to 1.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Who do you want to back? I'll give you the choice. $10.
Whose break?
Justin's break. I don't think I've got $10 on.
I'm going to say Marco's going to
only carry hundreds. You want to go 100?
Wow, how many hundreds you got there, Barry?
Just $5. We'll go $5. Come on. Who do you want? You choose who you want. For me, I can't pick between them.
Oh, I'm going to go Marcus. I'm going to go Marco.
All right, I'll take Justin. There you go. That's how we do it here in Sydney, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else want a side bet? Side bets? Okay, there's a little customary toilet break. A lot of pressure here.
There you go. I've got $10 here. If you win, you get that.
Yeah, take that.
Get this.
Take that. Put the 10 here.
There we go.
Wow. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you so much, Jamie Williams, for coming all the way down here again.
Thank you, Barry.
Commentate with me.
It's always been a pleasure to commentate with you.
It's been a long journey from the backyards of Australian pool. We used to commentate, backyards with kangaroos and koalas banging off trees and the blue-tongued lizards. We started trying to take away our microphones. You remember those days?
There was no microphones. We started off in a cupboard under the stairs where it was all muffled.
Dreaming about one day becoming commentating stars.
Well, one day we wouldn't be in a cupboard under the stairs where we could actually have microphones and that we wouldn't be need to sort of... We used to put cardboard boxes over our head, didn't we, to make it sound like we were sort of... Our voices were amplified. But now, well, here we are.
Look at us today.
Then there was the
sitting
days...
here, luxury, beautiful headsets and microphones.
Well, it was all used to be post-production, didn't it?
It was all post-production, yes.
We
On a serious note, we would record everything.
We would record everything live.
And then sit there and do commentary on it.
That's right.
And after we already knew the result.
Yes, but we would talk like we didn't know the result.
Exactly. How hard was that? I actually did matches of myself playing in third person back in the day. I did. Talking about myself in third person.
It used to be like,
no
I can't believe he's going to miss this shot. I can't believe I said that. It'd be like that, wouldn't it? But
quick moment to thank our sponsors. Thank you so much, Predator Q's, for bringing us this event.
They are.
Our host venue sponsor, 10 Pin City Lidcombe.
Be live.
Q World for sponsoring the event with all the money they throw in. And, of course, Kamui Chalk.
Kamui Tips.
Thank you so
Kamui
much
Talk.
to Todd from Be Live for coming down, for producing this event. 4 different multiple camera angles, professional equipment for you out there at home.
And
I'm going to
professional.
go quiet for a moment and observe this break. Double hill. Australia's #1 player versus Marco Teutscher from Holland, top 40 in the world and current US 10-ball champion. Who's going to win? Good break from...
9 ball off the
Very
break.
good break from Justin. My $5
Look
is
at
looking
this.
really good right
It
now.
is. What do you know? He's
got
really
angle.
hit them good, hasn't he?
Man, he concentrated on keeping that white ball under control. He didn't hit that full speed like he did earlier, where he threw his shoulder into it and lost the white. He really controlled it well.
Well, mate, we're hitting almost 250 viewers live now, which is great
I reckon in the
stuff.
final we'll hit about 400, to be honest.
Absolutely fantastic.
He's got the right angle as well to roll out for the... What happened?
Lovely.
Oh,
No, he's
right,
good.
so he's good.
He's good. Little screw back here, middle of the table.
Oh, I can see Marco's face. He's got that little grimace, that smile. He knows what's about to happen. Game over, Darren says. Game over, these $10 are mine. Darren Appleton says he will miss this time for sure unless he gets a skid. You mean he won't miss this time unless he gets a skid? Yeah, he won't miss this time.
Tough stuff.
These are really, really
Little
nice
one
throwing
out.
balls as well. See, top quality players, Jamie, they thrive on situations like this.
Well, he
You know,
didn't
double
thrive on
hill.
the last one, did he?
He didn't,
Oh.
but you know, he went, he recovered.
Got to make sure that
and
doesn't happen again.
He's got a dream break, dream scenario, playing one of the best players in the world. This is what legends are made of right here.
He looks really comfortable. The way he played that
He
shot
just
there,
got there though with that screw shot.
just effortless.
He just got there with that screw. I knew what you were trying to say, Darren. He will not miss his time unless he gets a skid. I knew. And he's played top spin. Got a good angle here just play top spin again on the 6 to get down for the 7.
That's it. Just even without top spin, just dead weight into the middle. Not dead weight, but you know, playing it just with the white, just to follow on onto the top.
It's actually been a really well played match from both players. Marco hasn't done much wrong this match, to be honest.
Neither have.
Just that really bad kick earlier. Wow, the atmosphere in here is electric. Everyone's gone quiet. I've never heard the room so quiet before.
Because there's no one here.
No,
Oh, so I'm
the
only
room's
joking.
covered in people.
I'm only joking. There's plenty of people here.
Screwed back. He's gone too far.
Hello.
Oh, this goes in the middle pocket.
So you reckon he's going to play
He's
the
played for
middle pocket?
Yeah, he's played for the middle. Just tap forward. Just tap the ball in for the black.
For the,
For the 10,
10.
my apologies.
Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
look at that. And just like that, we're going to have
Marco
finalist.
just closing his eyes there to say,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
it's all
okay.
over.
Good friends.
So it's-
Great match. Justin up, 8 frames to 7.
Smile on his face as if to say, thank God I won that.
How much time do we have before the next match, Mr. Organizer?
Probably 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. We're going to have a 5-minute break, is that right? We're going to keep streaming. I'm happy to keep streaming. Oh, we're going to stop? Okay. Guys, we have to stop that right now. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time, so no rest for the wicked, mate.
5 minutes.
We'll see you guys in 5 minutes for the finals. Johnny Wims versus Justin Stage.